Hey guys, Andre here from Gunpost. I just want to take a little time because most of us here who are in the firearms industry, we like to hunt. So whether you've got venison summer sausage or regular summer sausage, most people are going to get benefit out of this. This is a great snack. My wife and I love this one. So we just want to share this with you guys. So for starters, basically what we're doing is basically like a grilled cheese sandwich, only with like some meat and all kinds of other great stuff in it. Very, very fancy sandwich. But it's going to be done like a grilled cheese. So for starters, for me, I've got my venison summer sausage. Basically, I got this done at Brewbakers. If you're in Ontario, Southern Ontario, then that's the place to get it as far as I'm concerned, but any summer sausage will do alright. So for starters, for your ingredients, you're going to take your bread. Me personally, I use this organic bread that we get from Costco. It's good stuff, but you can use any bread you want. We're going to need our summer sausage. We're going to need old cheddar cheese, okay? We're going to need some cream cheese, some ranch sauce, some Miracle Whip, and for our special sauce that we're going to make, we're going to use maple syrup. We're going to use like a hickory smoke style barbecue sauce, and we're going to use some Dijon mustard. You can use regular mustard too if you like that. So basically that's our overview of the ingredients. First thing I'm going to do is spread a thin layer of cream cheese on each piece of bread. Okay? We're going to do to each side of the bread, both sandwiches, we're going to do the same thing. So now, here's your 4 slices of bread, thin layer of cream cheese. Next, we're going to take our Miracle Whip. We're going to put a healthy layer on each side. You can modify how much or how little you want. So I'm going to do about that much to each piece. Okay, so there's our 4 pieces. We've got the cream cheese on each side and the Miracle Whip on each side. So next, we're going to slice our summer sausage up nice and thin. Just to show you a little tip here. I find if you do this is the easiest way to get your summer sausage to the point where you can just slice the whole thing. I used to do it over the years where you peel the cloth part off after you slice it all. That's way more work. Here we're at a point where you can just take it now, pull it off, boom, that's all summer sausage now. There's no more skin on that. There's no cloth on it. So we want to kind of slice them nice and thin. Notice how I'm just taking thin little slices like that. That's going to be the easiest way to eat your sandwich too. And the thinner they are, the more they'll heat up inside the sandwich when you're actually grilling the sandwich like your grilled cheese there. So this is the best way to do it. Just take thin little slices like that. And you're just going to kind of eye it, how much you want for about each sandwich. And then times it by 2, because in this case we're making 2 sandwiches. So that's about perfect probably for about 2 sandwiches. So yeah, basically that's how we do it. Now let's move on to our sauce here. So our sauce for the meat, we'll take our barbecue sauce. Again, you got to be a little careful about what barbecue sauce we're using. I like to use the hickory smoke style barbecue sauce. That's the best one with these sandwiches. So here, gotta kind of eye it. Sometimes it's a little tricky, but I'll throw about that much barbecue sauce in the bowl. I'm gonna throw about the equal amount of maple syrup in the bowl. So like that, real maple syrup. You can tell we're from kind of Mennonite part of the country. There's a lot of Mennonites. That's where we get our summer sausage, maple syrup back in Ontario, where we're from. Okay, so we're going to throw some Dijon mustard, which I seem to be running out a bit. We don't need a lot in there, but enough to flavor it a bit. So we got some Dijon mustard in there too. So next you're going to mix that all up. Make it all nice and consistent. So there's our sauce. Next, take our meat, dump it in there, and we'll just get it all nice and soaked in this stuff. Next thing we'll do, forgot to mention actually, we can take our old cheddar cheese here, right? And I like to use the slicer side of the cheese grater. It's a lot faster than sitting there and trying to slice it, and two, it's a lot more consistent. You can get nice thin slices with the sliced end of your cheese grater. We're going to take our cheese, we're just going to spread one layer on each side of the bread. So there we've got our cheese. Now's the part where our ranch sauce comes in. Don't want to put too terribly much. Just a nice accent. We'll spread that around nice and evenly. So here we have our meat mixture, right? Get them all nice and saucy. We're ready to spread these in our sandwich now. I call this sandwich a sloppy Andre because it's very sloppy when you eat it, but it's so good. So anyways, this part here, this process, is even a little sloppy. So, might have to use your fingers a bit. Now in this case, this is the only part of the sandwich where we're only actually going to do one side. Everything else we did, the cheese, the cream cheese, the Miracle Whip, the ranch sauce, all those things we did to both sides of each sandwich. In this case, with the meat, we're only doing one layer on each side. That's all you need. And any more than that, it wouldn't really heat up when you're cooking it anyways. So it wouldn't be worth it to try to add more. Notice how much sauce we've got on the meat as we build the sandwich. So I like to kind of just do one even layer of all of our meat on each sandwich. So basically, our sandwich is ready to assemble. Okay. Next, maybe one ingredient I forgot to mention actually, is our butter here. We're gonna butter both outside edges of the bread. Reason being is because we're doing these like grilled cheese. We're gonna fry them up in the frying pan. Okay, so basically now we've got it in our frying pan, just like grilled cheese. Okay, so we got our butter on each outside edge of the pan, or edge of the bread. And me personally, I like to use a lid. It creates a bit of an oven effect, and it gets it so that the cheese will melt a lot better, and the meat will warm up and everything else. So we're going to do that, we're going to grill it up, and we'll show you the end result.